Hello, it's Grizzled and Gaijin. We're back. We hope you're having a happy day wherever you're listening to this audio content from. As always, we'd like to thank you for your continued support of Grey, Grizzled and Gaijin social media and writing efforts. This is episode 002 of the Grey, Grizzled and Gaijin, definitely not a podcast show. Today's topic, is it still worth coming to Japan as an English teacher? It's a question that we get ad nauseum on the internet and from personal friends and families. They see our life here and they think, well, what about me? So we'll try to address that question as best as we can. Of course, as they say, every situation is different, but we do have some fair amount of experience and perspective on the topic, and we hope that you enjoy. As always, your retweets and shares of all the great content on Craig Hoffman 11 on Twitter is appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So is it still worth coming to Japan as an English teacher? Yes and no. If you come over on something like the JET program and your goals are clear and you have an exit plan, yes, coming to Japan is definitely worth it. People, of course, ask me, can you save a lot of money here in Japan? The answer, again, yes and no. If you came over on the JET program and you were careful with your money and perhaps you hustled up an extra class or two, yes, you would save what I would consider a significant amount of money. That being said, most English teaching jobs pay far, far, far less, and life here is not getting any cheaper. The odds of someone coming over on a non-JET program job, a non-college teaching job, and really breaking the bank while only working the minimum amount of hours is pretty slim to none in my experience. Does that mean that it cannot be done? No, I do know foreigners here who work very little, who have been fortunate to find some really, really great work. But the majority of the foreigners I know who make a livable wage here, especially lifer foreigners with families, do in fact work long, long, long hours, and I among them. The other thing that one should realize is that it's not a career opportunity for most people. If you have dreams of coming over these days to Japan and opening your own English school or staying a lifetime here and being rich and famous as an English teacher, you're probably going to be sadly disappointed. As well, if you have dreams of being some social media mogul here, whether it's blogging or vlogging or YouTube, again, you're likely to be disappointed, not because you're not talented, perhaps you are, but there is an enormous, enormous, enormous amount of competition for the social media attention in Japan. The Olympics are coming. People see opportunity to grow and position themselves to make a buck or two as attention is focused from around the world on Japan, Japanese food, and life in Japan, especially those people who are living in the Tokyo area. There's not a day that doesn't go by now on Twitter that I don't see a new blog, a new YouTuber, a new podcast popping up, especially in the last 6 to 9 months. And of course, that's a good thing for the general audience. The more information and perspectives on Japan and living in Japan and travel and all of such things are good. But if you're looking to stand out, it's a full-time job, definitely, to set yourself apart from other people. Again, English teaching is a different animal in Japan. There are different levels. You might enjoy the little kids. It does tend to pay more. Many people do not want that job. The junior high school jobs are a bit easier. You're team teaching with another Japanese teacher. The lesson planning is often at a minimum, although those jobs often don't come with long-term contracts and the money that one might hope. Of course, high school jobs are really great for most people. You can speak a little more English. The lesson planning is generally speaking time or an international course if you're really lucky that allows you to feel, quote unquote, like a teacher. I know for myself, it's difficult to do the dancing monkey gig. That's something that over the years I've struggled with. I want to teach. I want to help people really, really, really learn English. But at the end of the day, especially when you work for a private company, it's about keeping butts in the seats and people coming and growing those numbers if you can. And when you do that, you do make money here, especially in private companies. And when you don't, you find yourself at the mercy of a company who might be willing to cut your bonus or salary or put you right back on the street. These are all things that are not negatives. They're just reality of English teaching in 2018 here in Japan, and things that you should carefully consider if you're considering staying in Japan for the long haul, or if you're listening to this from abroad and you hope to live the dream by teaching in Japan. That's it, and have a great, great day.